you fantasize about.
Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about a few features that I think should be added and could be added into Forza Horizon 4, along with a few suggestions from a few different Discord servers that I'm in, and I will also have them suggestions on the screen as well when it comes to them. Now first off, we have some sort of like track, say maybe in the next expansion, with a longer drag strip, just say either in the middle of the track or even in that expansion itself. Just one that's kind of longer than the current one we have at the festival. Second, we have an airfield, just like how we had in Horizon 3, and I believe we also had one in Horizon 2, I can't really remember, but yeah, just like an actual airfield itself, just because it's a bit more fun than actually how it drags up because you have more space as well. Number 3 is kind of one that's already been confirmed, but wheel spacers, but from what I believe, they're only adding in 150 wheel spacers. But another thing that they could also add in, which pretty much would just be track width adjustment, just like how they have in some of the Need for Speed and stuff like that. For number 4, we have more wide body kits or universal fender flares, just so you can put like fender flares on pretty much any car in the game. For number 5, we have off-road kits and lift kits. Now they already have rally kits, but I feel like for the more kind of off-road kind of trucks and jeeps and stuff like that, they could have proper off-road kits or lift kits along with like different body kits as well, along with the off-road kits. Number 6 is light bars. Now this isn't just for the off-road cars, this can just be for just like say your normal cars, and then also like having like little spotlights and stuff like that could be a good feature to add in, especially with the way Forza works and the way that it has a time movement, so those lights will then kind of help in nighttime, especially for the people that like to do like rally racing and stuff like that. Now for number 7, we have the next map expansion, which is obviously already confirmed, but along with that, I would prefer to kind of have like a connecting bridge instead of the way they currently do it. I would just kind of load you into that map. Number 8 is just more of a modification one, which is more wheels, more options for wheels, more manufacturers for wheels, stuff like that. And for number 9, we have more manufacturer vinyls, just because currently there's not really a lot, and for people that like to make kind of like race liveries and stuff, some of us aren't really that good at making vinyls, so the kind of more manufacturer ones could kind of help people like that in creating their own liveries and stuff like that. Number 10 is a feature that was previously in Forza Horizon, which was the double cash and the wheel spins for VIPs. Now I personally enjoy having that, because it also helped us get more cash, even though currently you do get quite a lot of cash in Forza Horizon 4. So number 11 is kind of something that would be kind of hard for them to bring in, I would say, because it's a lot of work. But for number 11, it's car model variants. So for example, I'm just going to use the Mark IV Golf. So currently you can only get the R32 Mark IV Golf, but what I mean by car model variants is, so just say for example you would go over to Volkswagen and then you would go into the Golf, then you would go into, just say for example, Mark IV. Then you'd have the option of choosing between, well, just say for example, the 1.4 Golf, the 1.9 TDI Golf, the GTI Golf, and so on and so forth. Number 12 is bring back car manufacturers from previous Forza tales, such as Toyota, Lexus, and Scion. Now, I have heard a rumour that they're going to be bringing back the Toyota Supra, but I don't exactly know. I haven't seen it confirmed anywhere. It's really just been a Supra, so just keep an eye out for that. Number 13 is kind of following up on number 12, which is cars from previous tales, such as the Volkswagen Golf Mark V, and the Honda Civic EG6, which have been in previous tales before. Number 14 is to add in motorcycles, just like how the crew has, and the possibility to add in like more kind of pickup trucks, mini trucks, stuff like that. Number 15 is just to add in more Forza Edition cars, with obviously like the different perks that come with Forza Edition cars. So number 16 is a suggestion by DJ Dan Banat on Discord, and that is private auctions. Now I don't exactly know how private auctions would work, but what I was kind of thinking would be kind of how you have all the little like dropped-in menus when you're searching for cars, such as the year, make, model, all that kind of stuff. But what they could kind of do is have an advanced option, and then you could put in, say, gamer tags of your friends, or even just random people you know you've met in the game. Number 17 is also a recommendation by DJ Dan Banan, which is rivals on custom routes. Now, I think this is a good idea because, just say for example, if I was to make, say, a rally route, but I have a lot of friends that want to try it, we can also have like a leaderboard between us all or something like that. Number 18 is also a recommendation, and this comes from Dice Plays on Discord, which is editing, deleting, and republishing blueprints in the Creative Hub. Now for me personally, I think this is another great idea because I currently have like 5 blueprints in one location that I would like to kind of delete, or maybe even edit them, make them better, stuff like that. Number 19 is the ability to place vinyls on your vehicle's windows. Now in Discord we kind of had a little bit of a discussion that because of the way Forza kind of makes their games, it's supposed to be a little bit harder to do. But I mean, there is like sort of like DLC cars that do have the stickers on windows, so maybe they would be able to make it, but I personally think they should be able to do it. Number 20 is a recommendation from Polish Driving Cabbage, which is more classes and online adventures, and like all of the like custom online adventures and stuff like that. Number 21 is the ability to change your taillights or your headlights, or the ability to tint your taillights and headlights. Number 22 is a basic one, which is neons. Number 23 is also another basic one, which is just the ability to change exhaust tips. For me personally, all the exhaust tips that comes with like body kits and stuff like that, some of them aren't as nice as the look of the exhaust tips, so the option to change that would kind of make the car more customizable to yourself. Number 24 is another recommendation by DJ Dan Manan, which is the option to install either air ride suspension or more adjustment in the ride height tuning slider in the tuning section. Number 25 is the ability to open and close doors such as your trunk, hood, and obviously the rest of your doors, just like how they have in GTA 5. Now I personally think this would be good for like car shows and stuff like that. Number 26 is trunk audio builds like how they had it in Need for Speed Underground 2. This also came from the ability to open and close your trunk and stuff like that. Number 27 is a recommendation by Mira63, which is in-car sat-nav. Now this could be done either by how a lot of like the new cars can have screens, or you could kind of do how you actually can buy like a little in-car sat-nav and stuff. This is just good for the people that like to drive in like cockpit view or whatever you want to, or whatever's the right way of calling it, and you don't want to have like the mini map up and stuff like that. Number 28 is something more for the kind of stance boys, which is more camber adjustment. Now currently you can only do, I think it's 5 degrees negative and 5 degrees positive, but for some people they would like to have kind of a little bit more camber. That was also something that was recommended, but I had written down myself before it's recommended. Number 29 is a previous feature from Forza Motorsport 4, which is the ability to choose how much you make from downloads of tunes, vinyls and designs. Now obviously there would be a limit to this, like I think the maximum was like 10,000 Forza Motorsport 4 for vinyls and designs, and also tunes as well. Now number 30 was a recommendation by Mr. Leprechaun, who's also a real life friend of mine, but he recommended the ability to change front wheels to different wheels from the back wheels, which is something you can also do in other racing games such as Need for Speed. So that is 30 features that should be added to Forza Horizon 4, along with a couple of recommendations. If you think any of these shouldn't be added, let me know in the comments below. If you think there's any other things that could be added, also let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to leave a like in the video, subscribe, turn your notification bell, and hopefully I'll see you for the next video. It's all poison.